ignore all the red flags.
No, it's awesome. But it's
You have to embrace
Welcome back to Profound Profanity. I'm Joe.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Sharon.
Today we have many important things to talk about. Sharon, please share with us the quote of the week.
You can do everything, just not at once. You get it?
Yeah, it's a good quote. I like that. You know, Judge Judy said something. It was like, if you don't make it in your 20s, you can do it in your 30s. If you don't make it in your 30s, you can do it in your 40s. If you don't make it in your 40s, you can do it in your 50s. So on. Like,
I thought you were gonna go through the whole decade.
No, that's literally that's literally what she said. Like, that's it. I mean, Judge Judy, she's like 99 years old and she's, doing her thing.
What?
She's very old.
That's really old.
Bro, come on. Look at Joe Biden.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Look at Joe Biden. Mr. Biden, he's
how old?
80, mid 80s, I think. Early 80s, mid 80s. I mean, regardless, he's very old and he still, managed to. I'm not saying anything whether he's like an amazing president or not, but he still managed to get his dream job. So he never gave up. He sat in the cut under Obama, and when it came time, he did what he had to do,
Rose up.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's a wonderful quote. Why are we tired today, guys? Or, no, especially you two. Especially you two. Why are we?
Okay, wait. I've been lacking in sleep.
Why do you do this?
No, but the day before this,
because we went out yesterday.
And the day before this, we had matcha, and the caffeine very much hit, and neither of us slept well.
Yes, we had a lot of fun last night.
Wonderful time. Especially you, my friend. Anyways, let's talk about things to watch out for in people, specifically in, what you should be looking out for in people that you want to see as a
potential.
Yeah, as a potential mate. I'll start off with one. For guys, I think what, girls should look out for is guys that take too many pictures of themselves. None of my closest friends take pictures of themselves often, like checking their hair out at all times, But there are, some people that like to do that. But out of my closest friends, I've noticed that neither me nor any of my friends that are close to me constantly take pictures of themselves and things like that. And I noticed that may be a red flag for, some things that girls should look out for.
This is a thing. Girls notice guys' Instagrams and how many pictures they have.
Oh, really?
And how much? Yeah, there's guys that post.
That's actually a topic of discussion that you guys have.
It's something we notice.
Like,
also the bio
you guys
too.
Like, oh, if this guy has more than 25 photos, he is a whore.
It's the type of photos he takes too.
Yeah.
Though.
What, like the naked pictures?
No, just I mean, I guess it's photos of him and like him posing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's also guys who like are photographers, so then they post them up.
Yes, but that's like
I feel like that's no, yeah. Or they're like interested in it. I feel like that's not bad.
Do you have any?
For guys or for girls? Do you?
I don't know. I need to look at my list.
For me, some things that I personally look out for in girls is, I mean, I already said this in last episode, but girls that talk too much about their ex. Yeah, that's like one of the first things. Like when I first meet somebody, especially the first time I meet you, first or second time I meet you, I'm talking to you, don't really know you well, getting to know you, and you're constantly bringing up things about your ex. That's a issue. Unless I've asked,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like what was the some things that were the issue with your previous relationships. Speaking of which, just side tangent. Do you guys like it when people ask you that? What was the is that okay? Is that a fair question to ask? What was like the problem with your?
But I feel like it depends when you ask.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to ask because I think it's good to know.
I mean, let's just say like second time.
No.
Yeah, probably
How many times do I need?
Actually,
Also
I don't
depends on
really-
your relationship though.
I don't really care
If they ask?
Yeah. But
Right. But
second
is-
date
It's
is too
just early. That's why. Because that's kind of like a. Well, I mean, it could.
okay,
be
how about
deep.
this? Here's another one. First date, guy comes here. He's like just laying it out. He says, I don't want to waste any of our times. Even if it's a first date, I am here on the intention of seeing you very seriously. You know, so I just want to know your intentions out of this. And he just sets that standard. Is that okay with you guys?
Honestly,
because
yeah.
I think not a lot of people do that.
I don't
Because
think
it's-
anyone does that.
Some people do that.
I think
Since
the
the
older
first
I think the
date?
older
Yeah,
you get,
yeah.
the more people
'Cause
do
you-
that.
and then
But
after
when
bad
you're- when
dates.
the younger you are, I feel like that happens less. But are you guys cool with that? Just because
Yeah.
I'm
that
not
is
opposed.
because most people don't do that because they're afraid that they might come off a little too strong, a little too aggressive. It's like, whoa, like, calm
Right.
down.
I feel
Yeah, I
like
don't
it's
think
just
it
more
comes off
of a
strong.
personal.
Like
No,
how that
yeah,
person
I'm
feels.
asking.
there.
I'm asking you guys though. You guys are cool with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, straightforward, get
also-
it done, get it
Yeah,
out of the
'cause,
way.
like, if they were, if they were very serious and they were to ask that, and then they found out the girl wasn't as serious, then we're okay. That
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
cool. It was a wonderful time with you today, but I will not be seeing you anymore.
Yeah,
One
I
of
think
those
if
types of things.
if I was thinking of that guy seriously, then I would be open to saying it.
saying that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's also him confirming for himself, though. If you're open to him seriously, though.
Yeah. I mean, I feel.
well, let me say this: like that I'm asking in the situation of a first date,
Mhm.
and if it's a first date, you don't know much about this guy unless you met through some type of mutual friend
Mhm.
or something like that. Somebody to certify him. But let's just say you saw him in a through a dating app or something like that. You don't know anything about him. Doesn't that mean that both of your mentalities has to be the same in that time? Not necessarily like that because it's him, I'm going to see him seriously. It's just you think that, okay, this is a time in my life where I'm going to start taking, dates that I go out on more seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it just sets a standard from the beginning, though. That from now on, like you guys are learning about each other, but you're gonna take it seriously. And the stuff
Out
that
of
they're
your
saying.
guys' friend, do you know anybody that wouldn't like that actually? Have you ever spoken about this with people?
No.
Where somebody was like, "Whoa, I didn't really like that when this person came to the first date or something like that."
Why
saying-
wouldn't they like it though?
Because they're coming off a little too strong. Okay,
Do you think?
the only reason why I don't think somebody wouldn't like it is if they weren't as serious in terms
Yeah,
of seeing somebody and
yeah.
they're like, "Whoa, calm down."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But if they were, I feel like most people would be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think too. But I was wondering if any of your friends have ever, verbalized that I just went on this date with the guy and
No.
I did not like
Not
when
at
they
this
said
stage.
something
I
like
also
that.
feel like this is a question that girls usually ask guys.
I feel like
What?
guys
No.
ask tell the
Girls?
girls is more.
I told you from last time. I told you that guys see girls with more pure intentions. That's my
I
I
don't
feel like
think
girls
that's
are usually
entirely
more
true.
curious as to how
DTR.
how the other person or how the
Is.
guy has ended really his past relationship.
But I feel like girls won't ask directly like that. Is the
How
thing.
how would girls ask? Let's say that. How would girls ask to define the relationship?
Defining the relationship now?
Yeah.
Don't you just ask literally? There's nothing specific.
Because
to
you
it,
said
is it?
girls aren't direct like that.
But this is like the beginning of the relationship.
Okay, so how would girls ask in a more not direct way?
I feel like you just have to get comfortable. So you have to slowly ease in and feel out how he is.
Okay, so that's not an answer.
Yeah,
That's not an answer.
Well,
I was asking how girls say it, but that's not an answer. That is not an answer. Okay, how about this? How about this? Do you guys like it when guys how do guys ask you guys out like to define the relationship? So do guys say like, "Oh, please be my girlfriend," or is it just like a mutual agreement that We are now exclusively
There's
dating
two-
now. So does it have to be said verbally, or is it just at one point it's like as we were going through the motions of our dates, all of a sudden we realized that we were exclusively seeing each other and now we're in a relationship. So how is it
I feel like
usually done?
nowadays you have to ask because like when you're dating and stuff, like no one ever knows if you're like completely official. There's like you're dating and talking to each other and then you guys aren't like seeing other people, but you're not like together yet.
Mhm.
I feel like that's how it is nowadays.
Is that the same way for you?
Yeah. I mean, you have to define it
Yeah.
because you date and then you also see other people, but you're like still seriously
Yeah.
seeing that one person. But until you guys come to a mutual agreement that you guys are exclusive or that you guys are
Yeah.
actually like officially dating boyfriend, girlfriend, nothing is
So
Set in stone.
what do the guys say to you?
when they are asking me out.
Do they be like, please be my girlfriend? I
Please
love
be
you so
my-
much.
I love you already.
I love
Oh my
you so
gosh.
much.
Come for me.
If they said, please be my girlfriend, I love you, I'm running the other
Me
direction.
too. I'm like, gone.
Or
You know what?
do they give you like a little, it's the game time flower. You guys are on a dinner. He brings the flower, and then
I think that's cute. A guy
How
actually
did
recently
yours-
asked me how he can ask this girl to be his girlfriend.
okay. What advice did you give him?
Honestly, I just told him like a sweet dinner and then go to a view or somewhere
The
by
good old-
themselves
the
together,
good old
little deep
view.
conversation, and then ask.
I see. So
Very simple.
How about you? How were you asked?
she was never asked.
hey. Honestly, it's just over the phone.
It was over the phone.
Oh.
Crazy.
Did you accept?
Well, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, you shouldn't have because it was over the fucking phone.
Okay. I
But
guess
see,
phone.
that's why I was like, I feel like I'm not
Was it
very.
during COVID or something? Because that's understandable.
No.
No. It wasn't.
I think mine were very
Was it subtle?
simple.
Yeah,
Then what did they
exactly.
say? Get a little vulnerable, huh?
No, I don't remember.
What? Oh my gosh!
That's horrible.
Wait. I think we were having a conflicting conversation about whether we were gonna date or not, and then we ended the conversation with, "Yeah, we'll date," and then he asked over the phone. I think that's what.
Oh,
happened.
I was like, what are you
No.
talking about for a
No,
second? And then,
not you.
oh.
I think that's how it. But then also, my cousin will say, if a relationship starts off rocky, it'll probably end rocky too.
Yeah. Okay, so how I was asked, they just like say the whole, oh, we've been hanging out for a really long time now. Like, I feel like.
I know.
No, I'm
It's
just.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
It's like,
What do you do?
She's
did you
still
ask?
telling us, okay? Don't interrupt her. She's still telling
you're
us.
so scattered right now. And then, he was saying like, oh, you're such a whatever good person. But I feel like since the beginning, it was said that like he wanted to date.
Mm,
But yeah, when he was actually asking me,
So a
Because
little,
you
little
already
monologue.
knew.
yeah, he just
You, like,
it was like a little
knew each
speech
other.
that he said.
Short monologue.
Yeah, and then he asked me to be his girlfriend.
Was he holding your hand?
Does that matter that much?
Yeah,
No.
of course.
What? Why?
No, because I wanna learn from myself as well. What's the different methodologies I can use to?
No, we were not holding hands. We were just sitting like right in front of each other.
Oh, was it at dinner or something?
No, it wasn't.
Where was this at?
At his house.
I feel like it's sweeter when you're like alone. At dinner, it's like everyone is there. It's kind of loud, bustling up.
Or for you, the good place is the view.
Just somewhere quiet where it's just
Yeah.
you two.
Yeah.
I think the
How
view
did
is
you
just
ask?
nice. Yeah,
Huh?
your turn. He didn't. That's what.
No, he did.
Hello?
Damn, I don't remember.
You're that irrelevant, huh?
No, because I haven't determined the relationship in a very long. I've done,
You were in one.
no, I know, but it was a very long time
How
ago.
long
I know,
ago was
but it was
that?
the only one that you had
Like-
to ask.
Like, dude, five and a half years ago. God,
Oh.
it's been a little bit, my friend.
You know what I'll say? I feel like sometimes it's kind of complicated when they're like friends already. And then you obviously like hang out with each other. You already know all these things about each other. And then you start dating. I feel like in that case, a lot of guys don't know whether to ask or not. Or they just think, we're already dating.
No,
What
yeah, that's
are
what
you
I'm
try-"
saying. So
I
sometimes
have a friend like that,
yeah,
too.
sometimes it's very ambiguous, or not ambiguous, but it's very obvious. You know,
Yeah.
very, very obvious.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I guess it comes down to one person being too shy to say it, honestly.
Mm.
Because I feel like in every relationship, even though it's super obvious, I think it's nice to be said, you know?
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
said, like
Exactly.
one person wants to be asked out just so that it's like, okay, I know for sure. There's not even that
Confirmation.
0.01% of doubt that, okay, like
Yeah.
I later on, I can't really get mad at him if he's seeing other people just because we haven't said that, one line.
Yeah. There's also, I feel like when they start calling you their girlfriend or boyfriend, then it brings up the question of, are we dating now then?
Oh, that is true.
There's also that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think that's ever happened to me where somebody like all of a sudden just introduced me as their girlfriend or boyfriend. Or I mean their boyfriend.
I know. I was like,
I'm out of my mind.
I don't see why they
Or
would.
my boyfriend, but I mean
I'm surprised you got there.
but I honestly I'll feel low-key a little bit like violated, honestly.
If they
Hold on,
called
put
you
aside
that,
this. I haven't said this yet. You know?
Yeah.
But a lot of times
in front of people.
I've said I have done the defining the relationship for like separating and not talking anymore. I haven't done a lot of the starting
Wait,
a wonderful
what?
new
Like
Breaking
ending?
up.
Oh,
or, like,
yeah.
not breaking up, but
Me
like
too.
ending the talking stage. I guess like
Oh,
never speaking again, talk.
How do you end the talking stage?
I mean, it's usually it's either like I say like, oh, maybe right now our goals aren't very aligned right now, or or actually like I get busy, something like that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I mean, at the time, there's a very like good reason to.
What if
Yeah.
you're just like not interested in them, but you don't really have like a legitimate reason in your life necessarily to reject them?
I feel
That
like
I'm
you would
making
just
up of-
say that. Yeah, you just make it a white lie. Yeah,
No, it's not a lie. It's not a lie.
I said a white lie.
No, not a white lie. No,
It's a half truth.
No,
okay?
it's not the
Partial.
full truth. Okay, it's
Yeah. You know, I'll say I was talking to this guy once for a while, and then we hung out, and then afterwards he stopped talking to me. Well, we have class together, so I would go to
yes,
class.
that's stupid. Why
He
would
was
you
just being
ghost
awkward.
Why would you ghost somebody that you would see again?
Yeah.
Dude, but the thing is, we were talking consistently every day, like most of the day, either calling or texting. So it's like going from that to nothing. It was
Did you ever say anything, or did
yeah,
you
I
just-
said something.
What did you
And,
say?
like, what's going on? And then
Were you upset?
yeah, because it's like you talk to someone every single day, and then all of a sudden, nothing.
Yeah.
Or it's like I think it was nothing, but I remember bringing it up, and he was just being very shy and awkward about it because he didn't know what to say.
And then what do you say?
God, this happened so long ago. He talked to his friend about it, and his friend was like, "Yeah, you gotta talk to her." And then he said that he didn't want to start a relationship or anything like that. I never even prefaced that I wanted that though. And then he felt bad about us hanging out and then him not wanting anything.
So he just chose to ghost instead of
Yeah, immature.
yeah. Got it.
Well,
I have a question. When do you guys say I love you?
I never.
oh,
I never. Until I marry, I never. Or I like have seen this person very seriously for years, which has never happened. I never. That's like my rule.
are you serious?
Yeah, no, I'm dead ass.
For a
Like,
year?
no, for years.
Oh, wait, what?
Because something about, for me in my mind, the word love is so powerful. If I say
That's
this to
good.
you, no, if I say this to
Yeah, but
you,
years is like
okay.
Oh,
2.
yeah.
How about 2?
I had this conversation with my friend. You're
2 and
changing
6
it up.
months. 2 and 6
I
months.
had this conversation with my friend. When was the right time to say it? And then I was saying, I feel like people who tend to say it early on don't realize that they're saying they love the person, but they're not in love with this person yet. Because you can love someone and not be in love with them.
Yeah.
You love your parents, but you're not about to marry your parent or something.
Okay.
Or your
come on. Okay,
friends.
that's a
or
different type
stuff
of
like
love. That's a
that.
different type
No,
of
okay,
love to
your
begin
friends.
with.
You love your friends, but you're not about to marry every single one of them.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I just carry a huge importance on the word love that I've never said it ever.
But don't you think that's also just because you haven't felt it, so you just didn't say it?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe potentially, but
So,
potentially, but that word, it carries such a strong.
It's like him just basically proposing to the girl.
Yeah, no, literally, literally. If I say this
It's
to
the
you,
imaginary ring.
no,
It's
yeah,
a verbal
if
ring.
if I say this to you, like you could start understanding that I have intentions of marrying you in my mind. Yeah.
you hear that, ladies?
If anyone wants him.
Yeah,
Go
when you
ahead.
start
Won't tell you
when
he
start
loves
hearing-
you.
When you start hearing the word love out of my mouth.
Wait, so what would you say to show that you love her? Or yeah,
what would I say?
yeah.
What if she's expecting you to say I love you within those 2.5 years?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we could make a little, changes.
Within the
I
year.
like you very much.
That's true. I've seen that somewhere. Instead of love, they say like a lot. I like you a lot.
That sounds weird too. I don't know what? I don't think I've ever verbalized love or like. That's kind of packaging like the way that you feel about that person. I don't think I've ever expressed that in words like that before.
How did you date
Like to
somebody?
anybody?
So
It's
you
just, I
were
just,
like
I do
relationships.
it with my actions. I do it with gifts and things of that nature. But
You've never been like
I never said it like, oh, I love you, I like you.
Oh, you've never said I like
No,
you either.
yeah,
huh?
I would say stuff like, oh, like things like you look nice today, or
very shallow.
it's not shallow.
look
That's
nice
so,
today. I
no,
feel
it's
like when you're
deep
in,
that
like,
it
nice
seems
today-
shallow. It's so deep that it's shallow.
You look nice today is that deep?
No, yeah, that one was a bad
no,
example.
because- no,
I could tell
because-
that to anybody. That's not gonna mean anything.
No. But also, I'm the way that I operate. I treat pretty much everybody the same, except for I give special treatment to just my one person.
Right.
So every single girl. So when I used to work as a waiter, my boss would say, "Why do you treat the girl customers like so like the same as every other customer?" And then I was like, "What you mean? Like they're just another customer to me." He was like, "No, like wouldn't you be like a little nice to them?" And I was like, "No, I really don't care." So for me, I really don't care.
So
whether
what is
you're-
this extra stuff that you do for your girl? Say that she looks nice.
That's true. What is
No,
that?
yeah, no,
extra
I'll like
stuff?
talk to her more, things like that.
You'll open up
No,
more to her,
no, like-
basically.
No.
Basically.
So even if I would show expressed, let's just say before we started dating or stuff like that, I would show expressed interest to her. Like I want to try to play games and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I don't verbalize my.
So how
Heart.
did the girl know that you were
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
very obvious by my actions.
I want to know how you asked out this girl. How do you not
Yeah,
remember?
how did it lead
bro?
up to this?
Bro, it's just.
Will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah, maybe, I think it might have been one of those. It might have been one of those.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That
verbatim.
Verbatim.
Verbatim. It might have been one of those. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, it might have been the "Will you be my girlfriend?"
tone.
Is that corny, or does that still work for you guys? The "Will you be my girlfriend?"
I don't think it's corny. It's
Or
just
it-
corny
or-
just because you hear it and you're just like,
Yeah.
Or is there other ways to say it? Like, can we start dating?
That's different.
Shall
Let's make
we-
it official. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Shall we start this relationship?
Officially dating.
Let us begin.
Let us begin. Let us begin.
So what's a better way to do it?
That sounds like the beginning of church.
Y'all holding hands.
Let us begin.
You like look at each other in the eyes.
Let
Let us begin. Let us begin.
You know, if a guy
Uh.
asked me out like that, I think I would like that.
Let us begin.
I think it's
I
funny.
just think it's funny. Yeah, I think it's just funny.
Like he does one of like the shoulders. Like, let us begin.
Please
Yes.
don't do that to
Oh.
me.
So can you guys tell us a punchline that the guy said for you for the asking out? Or was it actually the "Will you be my
It
girlfriend"?
was-
Yeah, it probably was just a "Will you
Yeah.
be my girlfriend?"
It's just the stuff that they say before that.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah. The
leading up
speech.
to,
You think they
yes.
prepare that speech, or do you think it's just off the dome?
I
feel
didn't get
like
a speech.
Oh, you got a phone call. Kiss me
We
through
were
the phone.
already
Yeah.
calling on the
You-
phone.
Mr. Soldier Boy hit you.
Was it prepared? Actually, no, it wasn't.
What
He,
was it?
Oh.
he wasn't expecting to even ask
Say
you
that
that
day?
day.
It was just the right
Oh,
time, right mood. and
wait.
then-
Yeah.
Who is this?
Ask that after the pod.
Yeah.
No, but I just kidding.
Well, obviously, I don't remember the other one, so now you know.
But okay. So he just literally said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" But with the speech.
Yeah, I think so.
But you guys,
If I remember correctly.
you guys still like that? "Will you be my girlfriend?"
Yeah, it's just
It's
corny.
not
'cause
even
it's just
about
like
that necessarily. I don't think it's that.
corny.
No, like the
Weird.
like how you ask doesn't really matter.
Matter. Yeah,
How you
Isn't it
ask doesn't know what
crazy?
matters then.
I feel like it's not. It's not like getting
Because
proposed
how you
or
ask,
anything.
yeah, how you ask, it's okay. Yeah, getting proposed.
is so different.
Will you
But-
marry me?
but
Right?
some
Like,
people-
that the question.
Oh,
Some
that's
people
a
can
good-
do-
That's a
some-
good, you know.
some
The
No,
people-
that's a
question
good one.
itself
Yeah.
doesn't really matter
That's a
that
good
much
one.
because
That's a
everyone
good one.
there's
I
not
said
that
that.
many.
That's a good.
You
You know,
know,
this has completely changed my thought on
I
that.
just said
there's not that
"Will
many
you be my
creative.
girlfriend" is not corny.
is
It's
what
decided in this pod.
is not what.
It's not corny.
There's not that
It's
many
very-
ways you
it's a-
can
it's a very
ask.
viable-
Yes.
It's very viable.
Yeah.
But the monologue is important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine someone is getting proposed to, the guy doesn't say anything except "Will you marry me?"
I mean,
You know?
Yeah.
yeah, I guess. You know, I will prepare a monologue for the next time. You know, we've been
I hope it's soon.
we've been talking for a very long time. You know,
Is he gonna use
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I
feel
thought
like
he was going to.
You see, I said I'm gonna use this for the next time. Didn't
Okay,
I
go.
just say it?
Give the example.
No, I just told
No,
you.
give
the
the example. What if
example.
someone out there is watching? Then
that
they're
means
gonna
he can't.
know.
No, but he can't reuse this. It
Oh,
has
no,
to
I
be
He's
will.
special.
going
I
to.
will.
No, you're not.
I will reuse it. I'll be like,
Chivalry's dead.
why is this chivalry? If anything, this is myself being the most chivalrous
Why
because
you-
I'm thinking about even before I get into a relationship. I ask them,
But
I'm
this
being
is
I'm being so respectful.
but
I'm being so
this
respectful.
is not. Where are the special details about said person?
Okay, no, I will. I'm just saying that this is the outline. I just need to fill in the blank, like the Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
The adjectives.
Mad Libs.
Damn, is Mad Libs still a thing? I feel like I've
I mean,
never
it
seen
probably
Mad Libs
is, but like,
because
Yeah.
because that stuff it used to be like how we used to play, how we used to
Oh,
have
yeah.
yeah, that used to
Yeah.
be so funny.
Yeah,
We
it's
used
still
to
kind
write
of
it down.
funny.
And then like we look at it, we're like, oh, brother, that's a good word. Book of vocabulary right there.
Bro,
And
same
it, you kind of feel so
vocabulary.
satisfied when like it fits perfectly in the sentence, like the word, because
Yeah.
you're like
Sometimes
asking
it's
somebody
weird.
else and they don't know the story. Yet.
It's very good. You know, I'm curious. What kind of vocabulary do girls use? Because guys is very vulgar and disgusting what we say.
I don't know.
Is it the same things with
both.
girls?
Yeah,
Really?
both. Probably not as bad as guys, but I think it's kind of funny when guys do it.
Dude,
Yeah.
like
It's just
I mean, we
so-
like it's like we all you know do our thing, and then we all come together to read the final product, and then this is our masterpiece. We all gather in excitement.
Yeah.
All the boys we huddled around a piece of paper, and then we're like reading it, and we're like cracking up, and it's like, who wrote this one? Who wrote this one? Trying to give credit to the person. That's wonderful diction, my friend.
Wonderful thing.
Oh my goodness.
That's a wonderful time. Because these days the phones and stuff like that, they don't play Mad Libs probably. There's no
played, like,
way.
Oh, I don't remember what it's called.
What?
During my Valentine's thing, we played like a game like categories, but it was like girl related or something. It was kind of the same thing where like you had a question and then you write a word about it.
Mhm.
But this word had to start with like a specific letter that you rolled on a dice. It's like P.
No,
or whatever.
I'm saying the fun part for us was that was the only thing we could play. You know what I'm saying? That was the only thing we could do in
The
school.
physical paper stuff.
Yeah. So
In school, you did this?
where else am I gonna play Mad
At
Libs in?
home? I don't know.
What you play Mad Libs at home?
Or with my friends at their house.
Oh my!
I'm not bringing that stuff to
Yo,
school.
bro. Come on.
What did I bring
me
to
and Nicole-
school?
Me and Nicole, we were busy transcribing the Bible in English and Korean at home. We were not playing Mad Libs.
What
You
the
never
heck?
did this?
At school, we brought Pokemon cards.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool too. But at home, we were not playing Mad Libs with each other. When we get back home, this
with
is
my
the,
cousins.
No, yeah.
Don't act like you weren't watching a shit ton of TV and playing a shit ton of games.
No. This was before that time. This was in middle school.
Middle school.
You started playing
that?
middle
No, I know. But then by that time, I wasn't writing the Bible anymore. In elementary and middle school, right before. So our routine was we get back home from school, and then we have an assignment due by our mom.
Wow.
There's this like math problem book that we have, We need to do, like, 5 pages of that.
Oh.
and then we need to transcribe the Bible.
We did
5
the math
verses.
books too.
I think it was 5 verses from the English Bible, and 5 verses from the Korean Bible. And there was this one time I got caught cheating on this.
What?
This because I rigged the system. I realized that my parents, they don't really know whether I did it or not because I've done so many pages of this book, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I would bring them my
old cop.
no, like I'll bring them the math book and then I'll just say I did this today, right?
Uh-huh.
But they have no idea. Well, then this one time, the thing is with this book, every other page, the problem is the same. So if it's like 3 times 9 on the next page, it'll be 9 times 3.
Mhm.
So I realized I just need to copy the answers the same like that. But just that week that I brought it to them, my dad, like he was like grading it and he like noticed. He's like, oh, that's interesting. Like the answer is the same. It's just the numbers are flipped. This is like so stupid. And then I
Mm.
was like, oh yeah, that was the one I did 3 months ago. And I was like, why did I say that? And my dad was like, and my mom right next to me was like, what?
You clowned
No,
yourself.
Yeah.
literally. And then I was like, why would I do that to myself? and then I vividly remember this. I was like telling them, I forgot. I didn't do it today.
So
No, my mom, she was furious. She was like, "You will lie to us about this guy." And I was like, "I forgot. I didn't do it today. I thought I did it today. I thought I did it today."
What did you show her after?
Oh, they were
Like-
like,
They already didn't believe you.
no, I mean, and they're like, never let this happen ever again. And I was like, okay, but yeah, I don't know why I remember that, but that was our assignment: the math and the Bible.
I don't even remember the math books.
Oh, really?
Really?
Maybe you didn't do it. Maybe they
Middle
didn't make
school,
you do it.
why only you and
No,
her?
I definitely would have done it if you did it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I still remember the little math book. Did you have anything like
We had
that?
math books too.
You had to solve the problems.
She didn't like force us to like sit down and do it and whatever, but it was like we had them and then she'd be like, go do some math problems. So then we'd sit and just get a new one every year.
Let's talk about this. What are you guys in favor of? Right person, wrong time, or wrong person, right time? So, well, what is more likely to work out, I guess?
Right person, right time? Is that what you just said?
That makes no sense. Do
Wait,
you
what
think
did you
about
just
what
say?
just said?
No, yeah, I know.
It would
I know.
obviously
I
be
know.
the
I
opposite.
thought
It
you
was-
said
it would-
something
It was
else.
so obvious to be the opposite.
Right
just said-
person, wrong
Yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah.
It was so why would I
right
even
person,
ask
wrong
that
time, wrong
question?
time.
Right person, right time? What kind of question is that? Why would I even ask that? Even if you thought I heard that, wouldn't you just be like, oh, like
No,
he obviously said the
yes.
opposite?
But it's just confusing.
It's not confusing. What do you think is better?
Wrong person, right time. I don't believe in right person, wrong time. There's literally no such
So
thing.
it's based on your readiness to accept somebody else, whether they are
Wait.
good or not.
Let me think about this.
Wrong person, right time.
Wrong person, right time. Oh
See,
yeah,
this
wrong
is-
person, right
this is
time.
the argument,
but
though,
not right
because
person, wrong time.
How can it be the right time but the wrong person?
No. So it's like this. It's based on your readiness to be
Oh.
able
Wait.
to date
Actually,
or accept
dude, this
other
thing is
people.
confusing.
I know that's
It's
why.
like-
That's why.
No,
I
that's
need
what
to
I
think,
believe
wait.
into.
Wrong.
So if it's the
person.
wrong person but right time means that you're
Yeah.
able. You're
Yeah,
everything
I don't
has
believe
lined
the
up for
other
you.
one.
But in the other situation, maybe something happened to you. You have some kind of problem. You have some kind of
yeah.
difficulty. So
But that just means that's the thing. If it's the right person but wrong time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that means it wasn't the right person to begin with.
Yeah.
really,
Yeah. I don't believe in that.
I believe there is a right person, wrong time. I genuinely do believe in both of those situations, and I think that is one of the most unfortunate situations where
Do you have an example to back you
Yeah.
up on this?
it had to be some story I heard. It's always some story. It's always like this. People always reminisce about the what ifs with the person that they used to date, but then this is like after they got married. You know what I'm saying? Like there was like a girl or a guy that they used to really like. They were
Yeah, it's like a first love story, but that just means that it wasn't the right
person.
person.
Because now you're with somebody else.
No. It could have been situational just because like they had to move away.
Yeah,
or
but if
something
it's
like that.
situational, you're not meant. Like,
Yeah,
it
you're not
doesn't
meant to be-
matter the situation.
This is guys with their first loves,
Yeah.
and they're still reminiscing about them.
No. It's not that. Like it's just there is definitely a right person for you because everything clicked. It's just that maybe the jobs that they were doing wasn't aligned in terms of one person had to move away, something like that.
Isn't that exactly what doesn't click? Because you guys couldn't
But
come to
everything else-
terms with like
no, it's not the coming
moving
to
together
no.
or something.
It's because they weren't ready to get married at the time. I don't know if you
Okay, but then in the future, then they should have gotten together
Yeah,
again.
because they were
then
the right
it would be the
people.
right person.
No.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: as time flows on, it's just when you move to a new place, you have new experiences, you meet different people, and
Yeah.
it's just you just continue on with life. But later on, you might reminisce, you might think like, oh, that person was really good for me, or
Yeah, but that's
Do you think-
reminiscing. That's not the
Wait,
one.
do you think there's more than one right person then? Because that's kind of what you're saying.
Sure, why not? Why not?
I just think there's one.
I think there's one too.
You guys are in the soulmate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I think there are definite like. Okay, it's like this. For me, I guess I'm more talking about there's your soulmate, but your soulmate happened to not. Can you stop dropping your phone? Put it on the table.
It's on the table.
Just put.
No,
leave
it's
it there.
laid bin. It's
Anyway.
laid
But like your soulmate, I guess I'm saying something about your situations wasn't working out. So your soulmate is like you messed up your situation with your soulmate.
This
But
is
I'm just
It's
saying,
a
this is
possibility.
like
it is
get-
a possibility.
People ruin, opportunities, good opportunities. That's what I'm saying.
See, now I'm thinking about like people who like get married, they're in love with this person, this is their right person in that moment. Then they get divorced and then find love with another person. That's their new right person. Except, there's one.
I am more, aligned with the right time, you know, because it's more about when I'm ready to see people. But yeah, I definitely do think that, there is a situation where the person that you're with right now, like it might not be the right person, but there has been a case where you did find somebody that's right for you. Because like we've definitely, seen things like we look at other people that we know and then we're like, dang, like the last person that they were dating was so much better for them, but they kind of messed it up. Things like that is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I
I
get what you're saying.
I feel like a lot of guys would agree with what he's saying. Because I feel like guys.
No, I used to
they
think that way
like-
too. And it's not that I'm like completely against it. It's just
Yeah, just not
Fully.
ideal.
for it. Yeah.
I feel like guys, where they like reach a certain age and they're ready to settle, they end up settling with whoever they're with in that moment or whoever comes their way.
Mhm.
I feel like that's kind of similar in this case.
So what about you? What about girls? They wait until the person is perfect for them? I think
feel
girls
like
are
girls-
worse. Girls just get with people that seem to meet their security needs.
And see around.
Like as long as, the
I feel like
checklist matches.
with age, that might become
Yeah.
more prominent.
Yeah.
With girls.
Yeah.
Like for girls, it might not be the case where they may need all the, emotional security, but they will still go with people with the financial security and the,
Mm-hmm.
health security, physical security, things like that, There's like more for them to be able to live versus for guys it's like I think we look more into the,
Deeper connection.
Yeah. I definitely do think that.
Yeah. That's also because guys hold in their feelings a lot more and tend to open up to their significant other.
Yeah.
And so you look for that when you're like finding someone, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the conclusion of this? What is the conclusion of this?
That you are the minority.
You think I'm the minority?
Well, right here you are.
Oh. Okay. You're horrible.
What?
Anyways, wrong person, right time is well. I mean, I think that too. I think that too. So we all think wrong person, right time.
Wrong person, right? I think I
Yeah.
agree with
I think wrong person, right time means more that it's right time for you. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
whatever.
or
Going
it could
on
be
in
the
your life.
right this is the thing.
If it's the
like-
right time for you, anybody is the right person.
No.
Anybody is the right, or you might think so,
If
even
it's the
though
right
they
time
are
for
the
you.
wrong person. That's why a lot of people get married, because at the time, both of their goals, their
Yeah.
their lifestyles,
Mhm.
everything matches up, and then they get married. And
Mhm.
a lot of the times, because it was the wrong person, or not a lot of the times, I guess like sometimes, because it's the wrong person and it's just their, qualifications that needed to be
Mhm.
met, they end up in divorce because
Yeah.
they're not like in love or,
Mhm.
What does it mean to be in love?
We're getting deep, aren't we?
That's a crazy question.
What does it mean to be in love with somebody?
When you ask me that, I just think of my parents. I feel like I have a good representation of it.
How do you know your parents are in love?
It's the stuff they do for each other, is what I look at. Or also, I feel like they wouldn't necessarily do everything in front of us. They probably hide that shit away. But it's like, what is it? This is kind of recent. My mom came home from like doing something and she was like stressed out or tired because she was just doing a bunch of stuff all day. She comes in the room and she like puts her head down on my dad's back and she's like, "Can you get the stuff out of the trunk?" He's like, "Yeah,
that showed you love for each other?
I just think it's sweet because it's like you're willing to help the other person because you know like they're stressed out, whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's like a partnership where like both of the people are just there for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a quote once, and it says that you like because and you love despite.
Oh, this is a wonderful quote.
Yeah, because when you like people, you like them because of a certain reason.
Yeah, I'm definitely still on the liking stage. I'm definitely on the-
You like them because of how they look, what they give you,
yeah.
whatever it is.
Precisely. That's exactly.
But then loving someone is you are accepting all their flaws.
Oh yeah, this is
That's
why I can't say
good.
the word love.
Yeah, so you have to. You really have to be.
Wow.
This is
No,
why I can't say the word love.
you know, honestly,
I haven't met someone that I would love despite.
Despite.
I've always been the like because type of guy.
you know, honestly, if you're in love with somebody, you gotta be a little crazy and just be blinded.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never been the.
You cannot be in the right state of mind
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also look at all their flaws and be like, oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I've
Yeah.
never been a despite type of
Yeah.
guy. I've always been the because type of guy. 100%. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
That is good.
Yeah. So if anyone is thinking about or whether or not like you love this person or not, just think of that quote.
Yeah, honestly, are you doing it because or are you doing it despite?
Yeah.
You ignore all the flaws.
Ignore all the red flags.
No,
it's awesome.
it.
But it's
You have
awesome.
to embrace them. You have to be
Ignore them.
aware of them.
Ignore them.
You gotta accept them.
Be blinded by them. Stevie Wonder that. You're in the darkness. Go in the darkness together. Anyways, here's the next topic. Are you okay with your significant other still remaining friends with somebody that they used to talk to, somebody that they had a relationship with, anything, something that was going on between yours current significant other and they had a little something with that person that, you know, may have something a little special with, but they still remain friends?
I feel like it depends on the degree of the relationship and the emotional connection that they had with each other. Because if they were emotionally connected, I would feel more against it.
What is emotionally? How would you know they're emotionally connected versus just physically connected? I would hate both, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the degree though of like physical contact that makes it?
Okay, let's just say, for me, I would prefer them to not remain friends with somebody that they even just spoke to. But you know, they were speaking to them with feelings of, you know, intentions of seeing them or something like that. I would prefer them to just not.
This is an example that my friend gave me. In Friends, there's Phoebe and who's it? Ross. They like made out with each other, was about to do it with each other, and then they stopped. Afterwards, they still remained friends.
Yes, but also that show and that friend group is
They
very
all
alarming.
within each other.
They all kiss everybody in that group, so
Yeah.
that doesn't say much.
They're just not emotionally connected.
This is also a
with each other.
TV show. But I feel like if something physical happened,
Yeah.
I
Something
don't think I
physical
could get-
happen.
oh,
Like deeply physical.
even kissing is like
honestly, let's say my case. How would you feel? I guess like if we were dating or something, and then I'm friends with this dude. This happened 3 years ago or something. 3-4 years ago, whatever. We were friends. It was whatever. Then we're like drinking at my birthday party. Da, 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 da. Then we go to the kitchen, kisses me. And then that was it. And then he's like expressing that he likes me, keeps telling me he likes me, blah, blah, blah. Then I stop it. And then we remain friends. And now we're still friends. And he has a
Yeah,
girlfriend.
Did you actually stop it at the time and did he keep trying?
Like afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not allow.
I think
would
this
not like
man
that.
is the most consistent man I've ever seen.
Okay, let's not talk about consistency unless you know the person in my life. That is true consistency.
That's
That's true
the
consistency.
player.
This man is a joke man compared to that person. Anyways,
But what if you're just like,
But how would you feel?
yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
How would you feel?
that's the thing. I don't know. Okay. Also,
What do you mean you don't
I will
know?
say, for me, this is where, because his girlfriend doesn't know this, but their relationship is very much ignorance
Yeah, you
is
see,
bliss,
don't you?
and they don't like to know about the past stuff.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But for me, in a
This is a
relationship,
current
I would
thing.
want to know everything.
No, exactly. But also, it's not the past.
Yeah, this is a
It
current
did happen
thing.
in the past, but you're still
Yeah,
in his
you're,
life.
yeah,
Yes.
you're a
Yes.
relationship wrecker.
Wait, what?
You're a
No, wait.
relationship.
Oh, here's also the thing. She always had a problem with it. And then I ended up texting her, or I didn't text her. She wanted to talk to me. So then he gave her my contact, and then she messaged me, and then we were talking, da da da. And then she was like, "Oh my God, you're so nice," blah, blah, blah. And then she was just kind of whatever about it afterwards. And we never hang out just us two alone either.
Yeah, obviously. What do you mean? Obviously.
No, yeah.
Well, that's not
so
a
then-
justification, my friend. Obviously, you don't hang out, just you two.
Well, he has a girlfriend. And also, I know how she is. So I just, out of respect, I just wouldn't. I mean, he does it
Everything
too
you're saying is
anyway.
not making your case any better or making
It wasn't
look any
supposed to
better.
make my case better or worse. It's just a matter of like opinion on it. Because
So, what is your opinion
Well,
on
obviously, she
it? You
thinks
cannot
it's
say
fine.
I don't know.
Well, she obviously thinks it's fine because she's
yeah,
doing
otherwise
it.
I wouldn't stay. But also, that's because
No,
I
I'm
know
saying if
nothing's
you
gonna.
were in that position.
I feel like it makes it easier because she's talked to me, though I've never met her.
No,
So
I'm,
I feel
I'm
like
talking
me
about just
meeting
the
her-
situation itself, not
It
like
might-
what actually happened in that case
It
of
might-
like you talking to the girl and stuff. I'm just saying, just the straight facts of if your boyfriend had, expressed his
Yes.
interest to.
See, but the thing is, it's not the boyfriend that did it. It's the girl. Now, if it's flipped,
I'm talking about you, and if you had a boyfriend,
yes.
and there was a girl like you.
You're never gonna get an answer out of her. This is
Okay, well, my opinion on it is I would not be okay with it.
yeah, me too. I think that's honestly that's horrible. I think
Because I also feel like you are leaving your options open.
yeah, that's a lack of respect for your significant other. 100%.
Like deep down, you're leaving your
100%,
options open.
100%.
We were friends before that.
Yeah, but you obviously you kiss your friends, so I guess you have a different standard.
Well, I
there.
didn't.
Well, he kissed you.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
but then if I were him, I don't know if I would. And he was very consistent. It's not just like, oh, a momentary thing where like you guys just kissed and then it was over. Like he kept trying to pursue you. So if I were him and he was trying to respect his girlfriend, I would probably have stopped talking to you if I were him.
Yeah, 100%.
And if he's really serious with his
Well, what
girlfriend,
if
why?
it's like he's just like platonic about it now?
Of
So
course,
then-
it's platonic.
No, I'm saying in
No,
my
but
case,
that's why. No, yeah, which is why in his head it's like it's not really that big a deal.
Okay, yeah, that's fine for him. I'm just saying my opinion.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
would go about the
yeah,
situation.
100%. I would not be okay with it because I would already be like, if this is the way that you want to do it, like I that's your prerogative, but also I will not be able to take you as seriously anymore.
No.
100%. That's what I would feel and tell them.
Mm.
Definitely. I think that, keep on being friends and, being friendly with people that, not just friendly, but being friends with people that you had a little something with. But yeah. I guess
But, like,
we are
I
at
think-
odds.
I think the only time I'd probably be okay with something of that sort is if they like talked years ago
Yeah,
This to
that'll be a
me is
different.
usually-
And if they're like acquaintances, not like if it was like their best friend,
Oh hell no.
then no.
Okay, well, that's
Hell no.
But if it's like if they
Okay,
just
let me ask you
talked-
this: has he ever talked to you about his relationship problems?
yeah,
Okay, that's hell no.
but not
That-
like
yeah,
a lot.
hell no. Hell no.
Wait, what?
First of all, I don't even like it when people talk about their
Relationship
like
problems.
our relationship
Yeah.
problems, like
Yeah.
going
No, yeah.
unless it's like your very close friend.
He doesn't do it a lot.
But regardless, I don't even care if it's especially somebody that he's been talking to and stuff like that. Man, I don't want the opinion of somebody that you
You
used
were
to
never
like.
talking though.
Listen to what I said. I don't want the opinion of somebody that you used to like. You know, as my
No,
significant
yeah.
other. I do not want their opinion.
Also,
Oh,
this is
yeah,
now
no.
versus
No.
later.
No. I don't want the opinion
Or
of somebody
earlier.
that you used to like.
He didn't do that earlier.
That's not what I'm saying. He did. Is what my point. You're not. I'm just saying point blank. You're trying to make your point
I'm
better
just
right
saying.
now. No, don't
No,
say. Just
but-
listen right now. Just
See,
don't
the
say.
thing is,
Just listen.
This is just what it is right now. But when I start dating someone, it's just gonna be dependent on that person. Because if I'm dating someone, I'm gonna be serious with this person, and I probably see some sort of future with them. And so at the end of the day, it's just gonna depend on how they feel about it.
No, yeah, obviously. I mean, everyone has different opinions and views about it, and like
Yeah, but my opinion is, I already don't like people going and talking about personal problems with other people like that too
Mhm.
much. Especially if
Yeah.
it's a very committed relationship.
yeah,
Like, let's just figure it out, just us two.
yeah.
But going and talking about to somebody that you like, that's a crazy one for me. That's a crazy one. I'll never forgive him for something like that. I'll never forgive him for something like that. Yeah. Are you so? How do you guys go about like talking relationship problems? Do you guys go to your friends or do you guys try to figure it out?
I try to figure it
out.
out.
You never talk to your friends about it?
I do, but it's like that's when I'm at odds or something, and I'm just
Yeah,
Do you talk to that guy about it that kissed you?
I haven't had a relationship problem like this recent. I feel like most of the time I can figure it out on my own with my partner.
I feel like mine is. I usually figure it out by myself, but sometimes there are little situations where I'm like, I don't know who's right because
Second opinion.
there's
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
arguments on both
Yeah,
sides,
You need an outside opinion on it.
and I'm usually pretty good at gauging
Gauging.
who's right and
Mhm.
who's wrong. But there's just very like specific things I can't really like say, but I've had instances where it's like very specific things, and I do need a second opinion. But I'm not gonna say like the whole entire story.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask about the problem that I have.
Yeah.
Because going to somebody else and talking to them about it, they'll always side with you because they're your
Mhm.
friend. So they're obviously biased since the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know your relationship. You're the two people in the relationship are the only ones that know about,
Definitely.
Yeah.
like a full grasp of it. So like that's why I think I was talking to you about this when because I with one of my other relationships, like I would say a lot of relationship, like if I got into a fight, then I would like just tell my friends about it
Mhm.
because it was also my first relationship and I didn't really know how to go about everything. So then after that relationship, I realized it's not a good thing because your friends now have the same opinion that you have of him,
Mhm.
of your significant other, when they probably could have had like a better view of them.
Mhm.
But just because of your stance on them, their viewpoints are also ruined.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And after that relationship, I was like, I'm not going to ever say anything. Because they obviously have friends, like their friends like them,
Yeah.
I don't want to
100%.
ruin other people's views of my significant other. And also, it just makes your significant other look
Look
bad,
bad.
which in turn makes you look bad for
'cause
dating
you're-
them.
Yeah.
It's just not a good
Yeah.
representation of
100%.
anyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
100%. Yeah, definitely. They're gonna think that you made a bad decision.
Yeah.
Poor decision maker.
I feel like when you're like stressed out like that and you're telling other people, it's also because you yourself know that something's off.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you would have been able to figure it out together.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some people that just love to run their mouths to their friends, just talk about everything.
Because they
in their
can't
life.
handle it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
I feel like in that case, it's like there's a situation where it's like you and your partner have communication problems. So they feel like it's hard to communicate with each other.
Beyond the communication problems, there's just some people that just love to share and talk, and they just got a very, a loose mouth. They just talk about everything, talking about their secrets, other people's secrets, things like that.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's sometimes it may be a communication, but sometimes it's not, and they just love to just talk. Love talking. Anyways, yeah, I think that you definitely should not share your personal intimate problems too much with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, do you guys have anything to say? That's it? Well, that was the episode. Thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. We will be back next week with more. Please say something to the audience.
Please like and subscribe.
Liking helps the channel a lot. And comment or DM what is there? A polar bear emoji.
Is there a polar bear emoji?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. Please do that for us. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back. Bye.
Bye.